Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about, in the men's self-improvement realm, why is getting women, getting good with relationships, getting laid, why is that always the most least popular topic out of any of the big three? Health and fitness, money, jobs, business, whatever you want to call that. And then last, but certainly not least, in my opinion, is the women, getting experience with getting laid, getting experience with, relationships, long-term relationships. And if you look at it, the mainstream, there are, bodybuilding, improving your health and fitness is totally mainstream. There is, millions of YouTube channels dedicated to those topics, and they are very popular. Like the most popular ones are mainstream, and you can go to the gym and the gym will be packed. There'll be tons of guys working out to improve themselves. Okay, and that's that covered. And then you look at money, these YouTube channels that are dedicated towards, improving your money situation, whether that be in business or climbing the corporate ladder with your 9 to 5. All those things, improving your investments, all those channels are huge. Like they've got massive followings. It's mainstream. It's totally mainstream. But when you get to relationships, how to deal with women, understanding women, how to have long-term relationships, get laid a lot, whatever it is, it's not mainstream. Let's just say that. It's far from mainstream. And I've always wondered why that was the case. Why was it mainstream to be improving your bodybuilding, improving your body, mainstream to improving your money, but improving your relationships, improving your ability to get laid? What? No one does that. It's completely it's a very niche topic that not a lot of guys, really want to admit that they have trouble with or that they want to solve. And I always wondered why that was the case, because let's face it, every guy wants a woman. Every guy wants assuming he's attracted to women, he's going to be spending a lot of time around women. So it's a good idea, if you're planning to have kids, planning to get married, whatever it is, you're going to be spending a lot of time around women. If you plan on getting laid, yes, you're going to be spending a lot of time around women. So it would only make sense that you would want to learn how to get good with them, right? Understand them. Understand what works and what doesn't. Get a lot of experience doing that. But no, everybody gravitates towards, the muscles, the money. Those are the big things that people get attracted to, that guys I got to improve that. But the relationships and the girl things, it's very niche, right? Only a few guys in the world will ever work to improve that area of their life. And when it's probably one of the most important ones. Let's face it, it's so crucial. Your health is crucial, your money's crucial. The woman aspect of your life is just as important, provided that you're actually attracted to them, right? So I've always had theories about why this was the case. Why guys gravitate towards, improving their looks, improving their physique, improving their money situation, but very few guys actually take the time to understand the last and equally as important aspect of their lives, which is their women. How to get hotter women, how to get more women, how to maintain long-term attraction, how to have long-term relationships, how to prevent women from cheating on you, how to prevent women from leaving you. No guy does that. Very few guys in the entire world will ever look into that. And it just boggles my mind, because guys will off themselves over women. Guys will commit heinous crimes of jealousy over women, completely ruin their lives over women. And when, this could have been totally avoided, have you actually, taken the time to build up your experience with women. You could have avoided all these pitfalls that a lot of guys struggle with. And yes, there's lots of guys that struggle with getting laid or keeping women or, maintaining long-term attraction. Pretty much tons of guys struggle with it, but no guy wants to address it. Very few guys want to like put in the work to fix it. And here's my theory. I'll ask you guys as well at the end of the video, like what you think, like why guys gravitate towards improving their body and improving their money way more than they ever try to improve their relationship life or, getting laid life. Okay, so here's my theory. My theory is guys gravitate towards, building big muscles because when I build big muscles, people will notice me and I'll get validation and I'll feel good about myself. Okay, decent enough motivation, decent enough root cause for, improving your physique and, bodybuilding and things like that. And for money, yeah, obviously, if I've got a high status job, then people will look at me like I'm high status. And I want that. I want people to be really impressed with the job that I have and the money that I make. So yes, I can kind of understand why people gravitate towards those things because, people can see it. Just by looking at the person, they can tell oh, this guy's important. He's got a really prestigious job, or, this guy's really built. He's powerful or strong, whatever. But no one's gonna look at a guy and be like, oh, that guy really knows his way around women. Just look at him. No, unless he's got women around him or a really hot wife beside him at all times, no one's gonna be able to look at a guy and be like, yeah, that guy sure knows what he's doing around women. So yes, it's not an outward appearance thing. You can't just show off every minute of the day how good you are with women. It just doesn't work that way. Whereas the money and the muscles do that 24 hours a day, right? Also, I think one of the main causes is, I think a lot of guys have this weird perception that as soon as I handle my money, I've got a good job, a high status career, and I built a sweet body, I look like a Greek god, then women are going to be easy, right? Then I can just sit back and the women are just going to come to me. Yeah, I'm just going to sit back and watch all the hot chicks come and hit on me because that's how easy it is when you've got a ripped body and you're making shitloads of money. Well, I've got news for you. It's not going to happen. I don't care how much money you make or how good your body is. Women are not going to come flocking to you, to get laid with or have a long-term relationship with. It's not going to happen. So you're going to spend all this time, perfecting your body, perfecting your money, taking it to the max. And women are not going to even notice. The majority of women are not going to even notice. They're not going to come up to you and be like, oh, wow, what's your number? We should go out sometime. Get real. You are the man. No woman is going to do that. Very rare. I should put a little caveat there. Very few women will actually have the balls to do that. Some will. But I mean, you worked all that hard. You worked so hard to build this ripped body and have this amazing career and all this money. And you really want the odd woman to come up to you and ask you out? Terrible return on investment. Whereas, let's face it, I don't care how much money you have, how much, how good your body is, you are going to have to risk rejection. Let's just face it. You're going to have to risk rejection if you want the best women, if you want the most women, if you want, abundance with women, you are going to have to deal with rejection. I'm sorry, I don't care what guy you are, you're going to have to deal with that rejection. Barring you become some, 1 in a million celebrity that has this massive Instagram account and he's on TV, yes, then you will have women hitting you up. But I mean, yeah, good luck with that. I'm talking about the majority of men think that once they've got their, physique in order and once they've got their money in order, women are just going to come on to them. And it's not going to happen. You are going to be sorely disappointed once you reach your, high status job and your ripped physique and nothing happens. No woman comes up to you and be like, oh, we should go out sometime. Oh, let's go back to your place. Very rare. Very rare. And you're going to be sitting there being like, man, I did all this work, but nothing's happening. I remember thinking that back in high school. I remember thinking that, oh yeah, once I get a ripped body, a big ripped muscular body, It's going to be easy street. I'm just going to be sitting back and watch the women come to me. I don't have to approach women. We'll just come to me. Massive wake-up call once I reach that point where, you get your ripped body. You're better than 99% of the population of like physique-wise. You think you got it made. And nothing happens, right? Like women look at you more. You'll notice women like eyeing you, balling you more. But they're not coming up to me like, oh wow, like, let me touch your muscles. Let's go out sometime. They're not putting in the work that way. They're still not about to risk rejection, especially when the guy looks really good. And the odds of them getting rejected are pretty high. So of course the girl is not going to risk rejection. That's the man's job. I don't care how good your body is or how much money you make. Your job is to approach. Your job is to get the ball rolling. That's what men do. That is your job, and there's no way around it. So this is why I think guys put the women thing to the very last. They're like, yeah, once I get my body and once I get my money, then everything will be easy. No, it's not going to happen. You have to put in the work. You have to risk rejection, which is another thing I think a lot of guys are worried about when they want to get abundance with women, but they don't want to risk rejection doing it. Not going to happen. I don't care who you are. You're going to have to risk rejection if you want abundance of women. If you want hot women, if you want a lot of them, you're going to have to risk rejection. If you want the odd girl, the odd time, then yes, maybe you can be one of those guys that sits back and waits for the one girl in the year that asks you out. Woohoo! Good for you, son. You're still going to live in scarcity. You're still going to be like, man, I don't have any women. You're going to be going home with your hand the majority of times. So this is why, yes, it's scary getting better with women. You have to risk rejection. Women will reject you. You got to get over that. Well, it's not much different than getting a job as well, right? The whole, getting a job process means you're going to be rejected a lot of the time, provided that you're looking for a lot of new jobs. You're on the job hunt a lot. You're going to get rejected a lot. But yes, the more you get rejected, the higher chance of you getting a better job. I don't know. What do you guys think? Why do you think, guys don't really put very much emphasis on improving their dating life, improving their sex life, improving their relationship life, when it is so important? Guys off themselves over women, over lack of women, over women dumping them, women breaking up with them. So obviously it's very important to men, but they just don't do anything to improve themselves. They don't do anything to improve their situation. It's kind of like an afterthought where the mainstream is all about build muscles, get money, and the women will come. No, they're not. They're not going to come. You've got to do the initiation. I don't care what guy you are, how much, physique and, self-improvement you've done for your physique and your money. You're still going to have to, if you want a lot of women, if you want abundance of women, you're going to have to put in the work and risk rejection. Anyways, guys, that's the video. What do you guys think? Write in the comments below what you think, why guys don't emphasize this part of their lives when it's probably one of the most important parts. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's the video.